Hello guys, welcome back to the Lumley trading video. In this one we're going to be doing a swing trading recap. As a quick heads up, there won't be any day trading recaps probably for the next few weeks. Strategy is great but doesn't work as well in these slow markets. I'm just trying to adapt to a new strategy maybe for these slower markets. I'm just spending the time testing during market hours and doing these occasional swing trades as we're going to be going through in this recap now. So the first trade we took or opened up today was on BABA, Alibaba. And we have bought this, actually we got in a bit below where we would look to enter, but 161.80 was where our statistical deviation, first deviation on the daily is. As you see, it struggled to break through. Wasn't really watching the market at this time, and by the time I checked out the charts and saw my alert went off, Alibaba was about here. So we ended up entering here and we paid 15, I think it was 15.80 or 15.90 a contract. So we bought two contracts up, so we're in with just over $3,000 on this trade. Obviously you'll be able to see the entries on screen. Our main profit target on this is going to be the $172.50 area. Main reason being that's the first deviation on the 4 hour. The reason that's our target and not the statistical mean is that already provides a massive opportunity. Alone that could probably make or net around 50 to 100% on the option. So to me, I'm quite happy to lock in profits or at least one contract at this 170 level. As you can see right now, up around 5% on the contract, and it's only really moved about 50 cents. So it's good to see, and we're looking for about a $10 to $11 move just on that alone, so that should provide some good upside. However, if we do decide to hold one contract through here, we will most likely lock in the rest around the low 190, so probably around 192 to just around that 190 area. For the reason is statistical mean is at 195 and 194 depending on what chart you're looking at. Next one, oh actually it just entered IBM. Great. So on IBM, we've just entered this trade here. You'll be able to see the order on the screen. We got in, well, just this candle now. Long reason we got in here is this is our statistical mean at 138.60, as you can see here. And obviously it would have been able to get a much better price here, but again, wasn't watching the market, didn't see the alert. And when I saw the alert, we were kind of in this area here, set out the alert. And for some reason it just didn't fill for ages. It only just filled now. I'm guessing the spreads or there wasn't enough volume. And on IBM, our price target is most likely going to be this 145. However, as the contracts are quite cheap on IBM, we bought 5 as of now. We will most likely buy another 5 if it comes into this 135 area. However, if we just get the bounce off here, I think we will lock in some at this 143. Main reason being that it's just our half deviation. We could get a bounce off here, and this is also kind of just where we've been consolidating for the past few weeks. But I'll probably end up holding, if we don't get any average in size down here, so we just keep the 5 contracts only, lock in probably 3 at this area, hold 2 to either the 145 or break out, stop out break even. If we come down to the 135, we get into the other 5 shares, other 5 contracts here. We'll probably end up selling 2 to 3 of the contracts back at the 138, make a small profit on those, and again go for the same price targets of 143 and 145, and maybe even 148, depending on how much we're up on the options. If we're up quite heavily, then we can take that extra risk because we would have locked in that profit. So the 2 swing trades we've taken so far. A few alerts have gone off. I think JPM went off today, but didn't get into this trade because the alert went off for pre-market. The levels down here, it touched this level in the pre-market for about a share, so obviously you can't trade options pre-market, so no trades on that. Ended up opening about $2 above our entry, so we didn't end up getting that trade. If it does, however, come back down, we'll probably do very small size, just a contract or 2 at the 152. And look to get in a bit more size at the 148, 149 level. We also had one more that went off today. Not exactly sure which ones they were, but if you're in the Discord anyway, I put all the swing ideas we were looking at before we even get into the trade. So if you were in the Discord, you would see that we were looking at Alibaba, we were looking at IBM, we were looking at JPM. Those were all posted in there before we took any positions. So if you want to see those in future, just make sure you're in the Discord because you can see that. Sometimes I post them that I don't get into. That may be because I couldn't get a good option price, and as I trade options, it may have hit it on shares, but didn't provide maybe a good opportunity to get in with options. That's why I do post them all in there though, just so you can kind of see what I'm looking at, and if you trade shares and are looking to take the same kind of trades, you can kind of get an insight into that. So hope you enjoyed the video, hope to see you in the next one, and that's it. Peace.